Hello everyone. I think I stole that from Flamu from World of Warships. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Kill Team Hungary channel, where we are going to take a look at the latest Kill Team article from the Warhammer Community website. Before we do that, however, the obligatory shilling will commence. Whoopsie daisies. If you would like to support the channel, please just check out my Patreon. There are tons of cool stuff there. If you become a supporter of mine, you can do this for only $1 a month. If Patreon isn't your thing, then I would suggest just dropping a live chat. My bad. It's getting, well, you see, this is what happens when you have a child. Sleep deprivation and speaking isn't that easy anymore. So just drop a super chat if you feel like it. If none of those methods are your thing, just, sub to the channel, drop a like, and away we go. So this came out today, like before. Glass half dead, that fabulously handsome fine gentleman has already made his video on it. So we're just going to give our 2 cents about what is going on. I'm looking at the stream right now. 3 people are currently in the chat. Let me just quickly give a shout out to you guys. Hi guys. Boop, send. If you have any questions or concerns during the live stream, please feel free to drop a comment. So let's get to the article, shall we? So this is going to be about the Heavy Intercessors joining the Kill Team roster, quote unquote. So it's going to be a closer look on the Pariah Nexus Heavy Intercessors. And believe me, right off the bat, I will say that this is going to cause minor difficulties. So let's go on with the article. I will read it out for you because I love lazy people and my duty is to serve. So, more toughness, more wounds, bigger guns. Heavy Intercessors have it all. Oh boy, this is the understatement of the day. So, marching to war in bulky Mk-10 Gravis armor, the Heavy Intercessors of the Adeptus Astartes are a recent addition to the ranks of the Indomitus Crusade, but they have already proven their worth in countless engagements. This is what I hate about Primaris. They just woke up and they're already like fucking war heroes. Anyway, I digress. With their increased durability and powerful weapons, well, there's an understatement. Anyway, they are a perfect choice to brave and deadly confines of the Pariah Nexus Necron tombs. After all, even the terrain is trying to kill you down there. This is referring to the last article that was released a couple of weeks ago about the interactive terrain and whatnot. Regular intercessors have some serious competition from their chunkier brothers, who get an extra wound and a point of toughness alongside stronger guns at the cost of only 2 additional points. Fuck me. And an inch of movement. This means that as the first Gravis armored Space Marines available in Kill Team, Heavy Intercessors are the toughest troops in the Astartes roster. Excuse my French. Roster. Which says a lot because, in my views, the most elite unit of the Astartes roster is the Terminator. But Terminators have toughness 4 and, 2+ saves, 5+ symbol, but goddamn do they have just only 2 wounds and toughness 4. Sometimes they just are just smoked as easily as regular Marines. especially when it comes to mortal wounds. What, toughness 5 and strength? What is wound 3? Jesus Christ, that is Custodes level state power when it comes to Heavy Intercessors for 18 points, basically. Let's have a look at the chat because I see some movement in my peripheral vision. Gika, I hope I pronounced your name right. Welcome. There's an exchange. Dexterero, my good friend, is also here. His question is, so what's the price of those new Gravis SM? Yeah, 18 points naked. They are 18 points naked since real bad, really fast when it comes to balance. Anyway, we will soon get to the heavy bolter part, Dexterero, so don't worry about it. So, where were we? Ah, yes. Their shiny new heavy bolt rifles are no slouches either. Speaking of which, with strength 5 and a range of ammunition types, giving anything from more shots to an extra point of damage, they're perfectly suited for tackling their rival elite operatives. Best of all, as you can select models individually in Kill Team, you can mix and match their ammunition choices to your heart's content. Well, when they mean ammunition choices, here they mean the various heavy intercessor bolter, or what the fuck this is called, kind of weapon types. So it's not like special issue ammunition from like in the Death Watch, but you can just equip these heavy intercessors with various types of guns. I believe there are about at least 4 types of guns. I had to look at the profiles, but yeah, there are some serious shit going on with these. Let's just have a look at heavy intercessor weapon stats. Let me just have a look at it. All right. So this is the Bill of Lost Souls article, and here we go. So what are we cooking here? So we have Executor Bolt Rifle, Executor Heavy Bolter, Strength 5, AP 2, Damage 2, and 3. Heavy Bolt Rifle, which is, I think, the step... What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ, how can I make this disappear? I should have gotten ad block. So anyway, please excuse this. So Heavy Bolt Rifle, Rapid 1, Heavy Bolter. Jesus Christ, is this the classic Heavy Bolter? Oh yeah. Damage 2. Fuck, we are getting the Damage 2 Heavy Bolter. That's good. I mean, well, we will get to that later. Hellstorm Bolt Rifle, Assault 3, Standard, Pulse Carbine, Strength and Damage. Hellstorm Heavy Bolter, Heavy 4, AP 0, Damage 2. Okay, so you can see that these weapons are pretty fucking OP. They wound most of the units on a 3+, and yeah, mech units get a 5+. And Damage 2, Damage 3, these guys can wreck some serious face. All right, with that said, let's go back to the article. And we are moving on. Aside from the regular rifles, the ability to set up 2 heavy intercessor gunners per kill team means you can include more newly improved heavy bolters than ever before. Here are the heavy bolters, what Dexterello was talking about in the chat. As you remember from Codex Space Marines, I honestly don't, because I didn't even read it, because I don't play big 40k that much. Not only has the regular version we all know and love got an extra point of damage, but 2 new versions are now available. Yes, the Hellstorm Heavy Bolter and the Executor Heavy Bolter, which is going to be... Okay. Ugh. And the Heavy Bolter is not Primaris exclusive, so... Oh, okay, more on that later. yeah, while the Hellstorm Heavy Bolter throws out a teeth-chattering 5 shots, that's the AP01, the Executor Heavy Bolter trades speed for power with 2 shots and an almighty 3 damage apiece. These options are especially important for those, I mean, if it's a heavy spec, and we know that Heavy Intercessors are going to get the heavy spec, then that's 3 shots for 1 CP. These options are especially important for those players looking to form an all-Primaris kill team, as Heavy Intercessors are the only Primaris models able to take a heavy specialism to better carry out the big guns into battle. Yes! That's exactly what I was talking about. So, you won't get a -1. You won't get a -1 when you move, when you advance. Plus, you will get to fire an extra round for 1 CP. That is fucking OP. Toughness 5, wound 3. You stick this dude onto a objective and you just leave him there. And he's gonna wreck face from afar. You don't even need, naturally, salamanders, naturally, or Imperial Fists. So you will not have to worry about cover. Or if you have an Auspex lying around, you just shit on everybody who's in cover. And he's going to kill 1 model a turn, with the exception of Necrons. Because damage 2, damage 3, you're just giving the Necrons a favor. Get a head start on forming a kill team of elite Astartes operatives with the Pariah Nexus expansion, blah, blah, blah. In case you missed our reveal show, blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. So what this means is, please play into our predatory marketing and cash grab tactics and buy multiple boxes of this edition so you can get the 15 Marines you would like to have in your big 40k and be stuck with the rest, because that's what G-Dubs is doing right now. Yeah. Anyway, I won't say anything bad because I asked for a review copy of this box. Maybe the GW gods will be gracious and they will send me a review copy so I can do some unboxing for you guys. Speaking of which, the good comrades in Russia at RTLW, we are forming an alliance. They decided to sponsor the channel. And they sent me a nice little box from St. Petersburg with their own red seal, wax seal. This box is, as you can hear, is still here, unopened as it came from the post today. I'll be doing an unboxing today. I kind of suspect what's in it, but that will be another video. So, back to the topic and what this reveal has just informed us about, this article. The main thing is here right at the middle. That it is now confirmed that the heavy bolters in Kill Team are in fact going to get an extra point of damage, which means that everything with the heavy bolter keyword, India Astartes line, Deathwatch, and Heretic Astartes line, anything with the heavy bolter keyword optimally is going to get the damage buff. My question is this really going to happen? It should, because every heavy bolter should get the damage buff. But if not, and if just the Astartes are going to get this, this first step is going to auto-wreck the game. If everybody is going to get the damage buff, that means that everybody is going to also get the previous updates as well, meaning the chainsword. So the chainsword will be also updated to -1, but let's not go ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves that quick. Plus the flayed ones, the -1 flaying claws as well. But we are talking about heavy bolters now. That would be awesome, because the Infernus Heavy Bolter would also get a +1 damage. I wouldn't not need to remodel my Heretic Astartes Heavy Bolter Marine to an autocannon 1, because I could just leave him there, and I would also get a damage +1 to damage, so damage 2. Plus we need those because lots of things have 2 wounds. And for example, what Dexterello says in the chat, that scouts with heavy bolters are going to be a fucking problem, because you can bring 4. I'm gonna humiliate myself right now. I think like you can bring 4 scout gunners in the Astartes lineup, if I am not mistaken. Let me just quickly check my battle scribe and confirm. I will not update. All right, so let's just get a Astartes list going like this. And let's have a look at our scout gunners. Specialists, and it is S, Sergeant. Okay, scout gunner. 11 points of scout gunners. Okay, so what's the maximum limit on scout gunners? All right, so 2, my apologies. So 2 scout gunners with heavy bolters. 4, what was I thinking? So 2 scout gunners, a tactical marine gunner with a heavy bolter, plus stern guard veteran gunners with heavy bolters. You can get heavy bolter spam all over the board, and you can just, wreck everything. And let's see what Dexterello writes in his chat. An Imperial Guard chainsword, still AP0. Yes, because that's a chainsword and not the Astartes chainsword. So you might be on track, Dexterello. Interesting. So yeah, we must see what trickles down. But now this is confirmed that the heavy bolters are getting a bump up. That's the smaller problem. The bigger problem is this dude here and the price tag, which is 2 extra points than the intercessor. And the intercessor is, let me just quickly check. I know this, I'm more than sure. Then the intercessor is 15 points. There you go, 15 points. So this dude is 17 points. This platform is 17 points. I would say the heavy bolters are going to... The heavy bolter is 3. It's 3 all across the board. So which means that you will get a heavy bolter intercessor with AP0 damage to heavy intercessor for 19 points. That is, I would say, yeah, problematic. Because I made some calculations, and you can bring, well, let's say that the maximum number of points you get with the most vicious weapons, so the the executor heavy bolt, right? The heavy bolter and maybe the Hellstorm one. That's kind of what. Yeah, let's say the executor is 4 points. You get 19, so you are constantly under 20 points if you're not bringing the sergeant of this model. You can bring 5 of these and just go. So the main thing is going to be the standard heavy bolter, in my opinion, which is good for hordes and everything. And otherwise, you're just going to bring all the heavy weapons with with a minimum of 2 damage. except when you bring the Hellstorm bolt rifles. But, I mean, who cares about those when you have damage 2 weapons? They will become slower because of the heavy armor, but everything else, especially toughness 5. So basically, if you bring Iron Hands, you will get a kind of like a Plague Marine-ish presence on the board with the 6-up Feel No Pain. Toughness 5, 3 wounds. Jesus Christ. And Salamanders will just re-roll 2 hits and 2 wounds. You will be just shitting on people with these guys on the board. And you can bring 5 of these, a regular intercessor. Sorry, you can bring 5 of these with decked out, and an Eliminator Sergeant to be the leader. And that's it. And you're good to go. And they're a 6-man squad, 17 wounds, basically being able to kill everything. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My question is, what are the other factions getting? Because right now, for 18 points, or 17, 18 points each, which with a base heavy bolter, like, okay, you can bring 2 of these, right? So you can choose that you will bring either 2 Executor heavy bolters with heavy 2, or 2 Hellstorm heavy 5s, or just like 2 heavy bolters if you're short on points. The rest can go with the heavy bolt rifles and the Hellstorm. No, sorry, the Hellstorm bolt rifles. But other than that, of course I'm going to bring the Executor heavy bolt. Come on, this is a no-brainer. They are just they just need to form a firing line and just start walking. They don't even need to advance, and you will be shot off the board if you are like toughness 4 and maybe 3+, 4+. You're not gonna have a good time. So so with the popular expression nowadays, let me just circle back to my my previous video as well. We are looking forward to a serious balancing issue, and this article, which just came out, reinforces my fears of Kill Team Pariah Nexus basically breaking Kill Team, because we are not seeing anything being brought out to make the other factions be on par with the Space Marines. We do not see anything from the Necrons. Literally nothing. What did we get? Flayed ones. Thank you very much. We don't even get the confirmation that the Flaying Claws are gonna get their -1s. But if you look at this box right here, honestly, do you think this is fucking balanced? Do you think there's any kind of balance here? Okay, they say that the Chronomancer is the best HQ choice of the lot, but come on, 5 flayed ones against 5 heavy intercessors, which are just going to shit on you, basically. You're never gonna kill them. In cover, you can barely wound them. You have 33% chance with an average weapon to wound them. 66 if you're bring the big guns. But I think with these, I would run them as Iron Hands and just stay in power. Fuck everything. The 6-up, feel no pains. You need to wound me. You need to hit me. You need to wound me on a 5+. Then I still get my armor saved. Then I get my 6-up, feel no pain. I have 3 wounds plus. If everything fails, well, everybody's playing LVO. So 3 CP, death denied. And boom, you just spent a lot of resources on that single model, and you did not manage to kill him, or just battle brother him and give the wounds to this dude here one at a time, and because Battle Brothers Tactics just transforms the entire damage into singular mortal wounds, and you can just Armor of Contempt that, and you get 5+ Feel No Pains to mortal wounds. So Astartes with this Heavy Intercessor list is gonna fuck your insert bodily cavities here. So that's my problem. I would love to get my hands on these. I'm going to buy the box, as mentioned before, as soon as we can pre-order them, which is, I'm just looking at my calendar, is going to be next Saturday. So we are going to have a pre-order, if all goes well, next Saturday. I asked for a review copy. Maybe G-Dubs is going to be gracious this time, and we will see how it goes. So Heavy Intercessors, 17 to 18 points plus gear. We are looking at a stable 20-point-ish unit with incredible staying power, 3+ armor save, toughness 5, 3 wounds, so Custodes, kind of Custodes level staying power. Of course, they don't have an invul, but with the sub-factions, you can make these guys virtually unkillable in 4 turns. So yeah, that's my problem with it. I think Heavy Intercessors are going to break the game, and this is just the beginning, because we are getting Outriders. We are getting the whole shebang from the Indomitus box set, and I'm very much afraid of how the other factions are going to go up against this kind of Astartes love, what GW is giving these guys. As mentioned before, I don't care about the HQs because I don't play Commanders. Fuck Commanders. It's a broken ass game mode anyway, so I'm just, well, when these guys hit, it's going to be a broken ass game. Very, very much, I'm very much interested in the book. So let's have a look at chat. What is going on in the chat? Yep, Dexter writes that T5, 3 wounds and 17 points. I mean, naked, there has to be some kind of, I mean, the heavy bolt rifles are gonna get 0 points. I mean, but nobody's gonna bring it that. I mean, just for bodies, for staying power, because they get 2 attacks, so they are good in melee as well. But yeah, auto ban on tournaments. I don't even know if this game mode is gonna be compatible with the classic kill team, which we have now, because this is gonna screw with the balance in an immense way. So, no, with Necrons it can be a Space Marine, kill the skeletons, get back every time. That is true. So, this setup is good as a starter set, as GW put it, because the Marines are gonna fire damage 2 or 3 weapons on the Necrons, and the Necrons will never die because on a 6 reanimation protocol, and they just laugh at you. The other end of the story is that the flayed ones are never going to kill you because you are toughness 5 and you have a power armor save, unless the flayed ones get the -1. But I think 3 flayed 1 can kill, force an injury roll on an Astartes if they attack them simultaneously. But Astartes has death denied, so they just shit on the Necrons. And yes, the last sentence from Dexterello, Necrons cannot kill the Space Marines. That's just what I said, without even looking. Yeah, so that's my problem. I'm still very much hoping for... Yeah, because last time I said that they say that they're going to get the damage buff. They're going to give the damage buff to the Heavy Intercessors. Sorry, the Heavy Bolters. So I am very much hoping for the Triarch Praetorian Rod of Covenant buff. Let me just have a look at it. Rod of Covenant, Triarch Praetorian. Data sheet. Do we have a data sheet? Yes, we do. And of course, again, the Bell of Lost Souls page. Let me just have a quick look at it. Kind of the Doomstalker, that's also coming. Locust Heavy Destroyer, that's every Indomitus unit is coming. So here we have the particle caster and the... all right. So we have, yes, strength 5, AP -3, damage 2, and both for melee and for shooting. So, friends, this is also now a possibility, since heavy bolters are also getting the get away from here ad, are also getting the damage update. So right now, I am very hopeful for the Rod of Covenant. Please excuse me, I need to clear my throat. So yeah, I am starting to get very hopeful for the Rod of Covenant getting the damage buff. And what's with the Lich Guard? The sword stays the same, and this also stays the same. Yeah, the sight, the war sight. So yeah, Triarch Praetorians, it's a thing. So I'm hopeful. Anyway. All right, so let's have one last look at the chat. How many factions in Kill Team had weapons with high S and damage 3? Asked Dexterello. Well, let's just see. Let's just count. So we have the Heavy Intercessors now with damage 3. We have... oh. Okay, I see what you mean. Damage 3 weapon. Well, let's just have a look at it, shall we? Damage 3 weapons. There are not a lot. Not a lot, to be perfectly honest. I'm just looking at the documents. Let's just bring up my logo for a quick break. Let's just have... oh, for example, we have the AdMech weapon, which becomes damage 3, but on a 6, but 6 plus wound roll, but that's strength 3, so that's not a high damage weapon. Thunder hammers have damage 3, although that is also a class combat weapon. So right off, a flat damage 3 weapon. Astartes have nothing in the core rulebook. Deathwatch. Deathwatch also has nothing in the core rulebook, which is flat damage 3. Grey Knights. Nemesis Doomhammer, but that's damage 3, of course, with high strength, but that's also not a shooting weapon. Imperial Guard, nope. AdMech, we already talked about that. Heretic Astartes. Chaos Cultist, nope. Shooting weapons. Nah, we have D3. And also the Eldari, what's it called? The D-Scythe. The D-Scythe is also just D3 damage. So not really. Dark Lances, such and such. No, there are very, very few. Very few damage 3 weapons. Very, very few. And the new Executor Heavy Bolter is one of them. So that's the problem now. And yeah, so a very, very scarce number of damage 3 weapons with high strength. Well, we will see. We will see how this goes, and yeah. This did not reinforce my confidence in Pariah Nexus not breaking kill team, and the question remains, will the other factions get a similar power buff, or are just Astartes and of course Necron, because Necrons are getting all the Indomitus stuff as well, will be dominating kill team for quite some time until the other factions get their due updates with the 9th edition updates trickling down to kill team, or they're just going to fucking ban these units out of tournaments. So that was about it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. This was a little off script discussion about the latest Heavy Intercessor article on the Warhammer Community website. Be sure to tune in next time, where I'm going to be unboxing the Artel W promotional package, which the glorious Russian comrades have sent me as a part of a cooperation. We are still getting things together, how we can cooperate in the future. We are getting sponsors after sponsors. This channel is growing, and that means that this cannot happen without you guys, since we are having a this is my studio. We are very close, relatively close to reaching 5,000 subs. So we are going to get some kind of a 5,000 subs appreciation, maybe giveaway, maybe some kind of a nice special thing here for you guys, because you've been here with me all this time, supported me, and made sure that my channel can grow and prosper. Right now, I will be leaving my job in a couple of days, so for 1 month, I'm relying solely on the YouTube income, which is not that great as of yet, but all the little support counts. So please check out my Instagram, sub to the channel, like this video, go to Patreon, drop a sub in Patreon as well, and you will even get to decide the next video on Patreon. So if you would like to steer this channel in a particular direction, then the Crisis Battlesuit tier is what you need. With that said, I would like to thank you again very much for sticking around till the very end, and see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget, the Emperor protects. Have a good one.